What if everything you've been told about change is a lie? Most people believe transformation takes years. Doctors say healing requires time. Therapists say change demands long, painful processing. Spiritual teachers tell you enlightenment takes a lifetime. But what if they're all wrong? What if there's another way? What if I told you that right now, in this very moment, your body is listening to every single thought you think, that your cells, your genes, your very biology, they're responding, adapting, rewiring themselves, based on the words you tell yourself every day. Right now, in labs across the world, something extraordinary is happening. People with so-called incurable diseases are healing in weeks, not years. A woman diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, unable to walk, regains full movement after months of mental rehearsal. A man with stage 4 cancer, a death sentence, watches his tumors disappear because he trained his mind to access a higher state of being. A child with severe autism develops normal social skills through nothing but conscious work. These aren't miracles. These aren't anomalies. These are scientific breakthroughs that are rewriting everything we thought we knew about the body, the brain, and the quantum nature of reality. And if you understand what I'm about to tell you, your life will never be the same again. Modern medicine treats your body like a biological machine, a collection of organs and tissues that wear down over time. But that's not what you are. You are not a machine. You are a quantum system, a living, breathing, vibrating field of energy, responding to your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs moment by moment. Every cell in your body is listening to your thoughts. Your immune system, your nervous system, your very DNA, they are all being shaped by your mind. And science is now proving what ancient wisdom has always known. Your reality is not fixed. Your body is not fixed. Everything about you, your health, your future, your identity, is fluid, flexible, and programmable. And you are the programmer. For centuries, the human body has been treated like a machine, a biological structure made of flesh, bones, and chemicals that eventually breaks down with time. Doctors, scientists, and even our education system have reinforced this idea. They tell us that if something goes wrong in the body, it's because a part has failed, a system is malfunctioning, or you've simply inherited bad genes. Think about how modern medicine approaches health. If your blood pressure is too high, they give you a pill to lower it. If you have inflammation, they suppress it with medication. If your joints are deteriorating, they assume it's just aging and tell you to accept it. If you're depressed, they prescribe chemicals to force your brain into a different state. This approach is based on the idea that the body is a passive system, something that only reacts to physical inputs like food, drugs, and injuries. It assumes that the brain is just a biological processor. The heart is just a pump. The immune system is just a defense mechanism against invaders. But this mechanistic view ignores one fundamental truth, one that quantum physics has now proven beyond doubt. Your body is not just matter, it is energy, and that energy is shaped, directed, and transformed by your consciousness. Every second of every day, trillions of biochemical reactions are taking place inside you. Your heart is beating. Your cells are repairing themselves. Your immune system is scanning for threats. Your brain is processing millions of signals from the world around you. But here's the most important question. Who's controlling it all? Most people assume this happens automatically, like a computer running pre-programmed software. But that's not the case, because cutting-edge research in bioenergetics and quantum biology has revealed something extraordinary. Your body is not being run by your DNA. It is being run by your electromagnetic field. Scientists have now discovered that every organ, every system, and every function in your body is surrounded by an energy field, a field that acts like an invisible command center for your biology. This field is so powerful that your heart starts beating before your brain is even fully formed in the womb. Your cells know how to heal wounds, even though no one is giving them instructions. Your body regenerates billions of new cells every day, guided by an intelligence beyond biochemical signals. That intelligence? It's you. Not the version of you that you see in the mirror, but the deeper, quantum-level consciousness that is orchestrating your body from the inside out. Most people think that their health is determined by external factors, their genetics, their diet, their environment. And while these things play a role, they are not the primary drivers of health and disease. The real driver? Your consciousness. Quantum biology is a groundbreaking field that proves that your body is constantly responding to your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. It shows that your thoughts create electrical impulses that send instructions to every cell in your body. Your emotions create biochemical changes that alter your genetic expression in real time. Your beliefs act as the operating system that determines whether your body is in a state of healing or disease. This means that every time you think a thought, you are sending a command to your body at the cellular level. If you tell yourself, "I am strong and resilient," your immune system activates in response. If you say, "I'm always getting sick," your cells start following that program. If you believe, "I heal quickly and easily," your body starts accelerating its repair processes. This isn't magic, it's physics. Because at the quantum level, your consciousness is the architect of your reality. Your body listens to your mind at the speed of light. Let's get even more specific. Did you know that your body responds to your thoughts faster than any drug or treatment? For example, when you feel fear, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, causing your heart to race and your muscles to tense within milliseconds. When you experience deep gratitude, your body immediately produces oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine, the same chemicals responsible for healing, happiness, and longevity. When you mentally rehearse an action, like playing the piano or practicing a sport, your brain strengthens the same neural pathways as if you were physically doing it. When a doctor gives a patient a placebo pill, the patient's body actually heals because their belief triggers real biochemical changes. This is why your self-talk is the most powerful medicine you'll ever take. Because whether you realize it or not, your body is always listening. It is taking your words, your emotions, and your focus as instructions. And it is rearranging your biology in real time to match those instructions. If your thoughts and emotions are the blueprint for your body, then the question is, how do you consciously program your body for health, energy, and transformation? Here's where it gets powerful. The most advanced research in neuroscience and quantum biology shows that you can rewire your body by following 3 simple steps. Interrupt the old program. Every time you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought like, "I'm getting older, so my body is breaking down. I'll always struggle with my health. Healing takes a long time." Stop. Your old self may have believed these things, but your new self is rewriting the script. Instead, replace those thoughts with, "My body is regenerating and healing every day. Every cell in my body is vibrant, strong, and full of energy. I am the master of my biology." Every time you do this, you weaken the old neural pathways and strengthen the new ones. How? Well, because our body responds to emotion more than words. If you say, "I am healthy," but still feel stress, worry, or doubt, your body follows the emotion, not the words. So don't just say it, feel it. Close your eyes. Imagine your body filled with light, energy, and health. Feel the joy, gratitude, and excitement as if they're already true. The more emotion you add, the faster your cells respond. Reprogramming your body isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice. The more you repeat these new thoughts and emotions, the faster your biology adapts, until eventually, your body naturally starts producing health, energy, and vitality without you even thinking about it. If you want to change your life, your health, your success, your relationships, you have to understand how reality actually works. Most people think reality is fixed, that the physical world around them is solid, permanent, and unchangeable, that their circumstances are a result of things outside their control. But quantum physics has proven otherwise, because the truth is, nothing is fixed. Nothing in the universe, not even your body, your life, or your future, exists in a solid state until it is observed by consciousness. This is what modern science calls the observer effect. And once you understand this, you will never look at reality the same way again. In the early 20th century, physicists conducted a mind-blowing experiment that forever changed how we understand reality. It was called the double-slit experiment. Scientists fired tiny particles, electrons, through two slits in a barrier to see how they behaved on the other side. When they weren't being observed, the electrons acted like waves, meaning they existed in multiple places at once, as if they were in a field of possibilities. But the moment someone observed them, everything changed. Instead of behaving like waves of possibility, the electrons collapsed into a single physical form, as if the mere act of observation had forced them to exist in one place. In other words, reality only becomes real when you observe it. Your consciousness, your attention, your focus, your thoughts, literally determines what form reality takes. If reality behaves like a wave of possibilities until it is observed, then that means your future is not set in stone. Your body, your circumstances, your success, your health, they are all existing as infinite possibilities, waiting for you to collapse them into reality. Every moment, every thought, and every emotion you generate is an act of observation that shapes your world. You are not stuck in one version of reality. You are choosing it, consciously or unconsciously, every single day. Most people don't know this, so they keep observing reality the same way they always have. They wake up and immediately think about their past. They focus on their limitations, their problems, their old identity. And because they keep observing life the same way, reality keeps collapsing into the same form. This is why people say things like, "Why do I always struggle? Why does nothing ever change for me? Why do I keep attracting the same problems?" It's not because they're unlucky. It's because they are focusing their consciousness on a reality they don't want, and therefore, unknowingly recreating it every single day. If you want to create a new reality, you must do one thing differently. You must start observing a different possibility. You must train your mind and emotions to focus on the future version of yourself before it exists. And when you do this, your body, your circumstances, and your entire world will begin shifting to match it. Here's how you do it. Step 1. Stop reacting. Start creating. The biggest mistake most people make is living in reaction mode. They let their external circumstances dictate their internal state. They see a negative bank account and they feel stressed. They have an argument and they feel unworthy. They feel tired and they assume that means they are weak. But this is the opposite of how reality actually works. Your emotions don't come after reality. Your emotions come first, and they shape reality. This is the single most important shift you must make. Instead of reacting to the outside world, you must generate the internal state of the future you want before it happens. This is not just positive thinking. This is you sending a new electromagnetic signal into the quantum field. Step 2. Feel the emotion of your desired future now. Your brain and body do not know the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined with emotion. Think about this. If you close your eyes and remember a traumatic event from 10 years ago, your body will react as if it's happening right now. Your heart rate will increase, your muscles will tense, your stress hormones will surge. Why? Because your brain doesn't care if it's real or imagined. It only responds to the signals you give it. But here's where it gets powerful. If you can generate the feeling of joy, abundance, love, or success before it happens, your body will respond as if it's already true. Your cells will shift. Your nervous system will adjust. Your immune system will activate. Your reality will start collapsing into that new possibility. Step 3. Rewire your brain with mental rehearsal. Elite athletes use this. Olympians use this. NASA astronauts use this. And now, you're going to use it too. Mental rehearsal is the practice of visualizing your desired future so vividly that your brain begins forming new neural pathways as if you're already living it. Here's how you do it. Find a quiet place. Sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine yourself living your dream life, not as a fantasy, but as if it's happening right now. If your goal is to be healthy, feel your body strong, energized, and vibrant. If your goal is success, see yourself confident, respected, and abundant. If your goal is love, feel a deep connection and joy in your heart. Step 4. Engage all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel in your body? Most importantly, generate the emotion of that future. Feel gratitude as if it's already happened. Feel joy as if you're already there. Because when you do this daily, your brain rewires itself. Your body starts responding differently, and reality begins shifting in your favor. You now understand that your thoughts shape your biology, that your emotions shift your reality, that your consciousness collapses quantum possibilities into form. But here's the biggest challenge. Most people learn this information, and they get inspired, and then they go back to their old patterns. They wake up and react to life the same way they always have. They keep focusing on their past, their problems, their limitations. They stay stuck in the loop of their old self. And nothing changes, because knowledge alone isn't enough. You have to practice this. You have to train your brain and body to become your future self before it happens. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. This is your quantum reprogramming routine, a simple, powerful daily practice that will rewire your mind, your emotions, and your reality in just a few weeks. If you do this every day, everything in your life will begin to shift. Step 1. The most important 5 minutes of your day. The moment you wake up, before you check your phone, before your mind starts running its old programs, you have a small window of time where your brain is most programmable. Why? Because when you wake up, your brain is still in theta waves, the same brain state used in hypnosis, deep meditation, and subconscious reprogramming. This is the moment when your reality is most malleable. So instead of waking up and immediately falling into old thoughts, you interrupt that pattern immediately and do this instead. Take a deep breath and feel gratitude for waking up. Before you move a muscle, say these words out loud. Today, I choose to create a new reality. I am not my past. I am my future. Every thought I think today is shaping the world around me. This simple shift immediately starts your day in creation mode instead of reaction mode. It stops your brain from defaulting to old programming, and it signals to your subconscious, we are no longer living in the past. Today, we create the future. Step 2. Mental rehearsal. Prime your brain for your new life. Most people visualize their future like it's far away. They say things like, one day I'll be successful. One day I'll be confident. One day I'll be healthy and happy. But this is the wrong way to program your brain, because the subconscious mind does not understand the concept of one day. It only understands now. If you keep telling your brain that your dream life is somewhere in the future, it will always remain in the future. Instead, you must teach your brain to feel as if your future is happening right now. How to do it? Walk with me. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine your ideal future, but not from a distance. Don't watch it like a movie. Step into it. Feel it. Live it as if it's happening right now. Engage all your senses. If you want confidence, feel it in your body. If you want success, hear the sound of people congratulating you. If you want love, feel the warmth of connection in your heart. Most importantly, generate the emotion of already having it. Feel gratitude as if it's already yours. Feel excitement as if you're already living it. Feel peace as if you've already arrived. Because the more real you make this experience in your mind, the faster your brain rewires itself to match it. Step 3. Speak your reality into existence. Your words are the commands that shape your body, your mind, and the energy field around you. And most people are programming themselves for failure without even realizing it. They say things like, "I'm terrible at this. I always struggle with money. I never have enough time." And then they wonder why their life never changes, because your subconscious mind takes your words as truth. So, starting today, you must replace every limiting phrase with an empowering command, the "I am" formula for rewiring your identity. Every morning, stand in front of a mirror and speak your future into existence. Say, "I am powerful, confident, and unstoppable. I am worthy of abundance, and I attract it effortlessly. I am in perfect health, and my body is regenerating every day. I am a magnet for success, love, and unlimited possibilities." When you say these words with conviction, with certainty, with emotion, your brain begins to believe them, your cells begin responding to them, and reality begins aligning to them. Step 4. Emotional conditioning. Flood your body with healing chemistry. Here's what most people don't know. Your emotions are not just feelings. They are biochemical signatures that shape your entire body. Every time you feel stress, your body produces cortisol and adrenaline, chemicals that weaken your immune system and keep you stuck in survival mode. But every time you feel gratitude, joy, love, and excitement, your body produces dopamine, the reward chemical that drives motivation. Oxytocin, the love hormone that enhances healing and connection. Serotonin, the happiness chemical that stabilizes your mood and focus. Endorphins, the pain relief hormones that make you feel unstoppable. So here's what you do. Every 2 hours, pause whatever you're doing and take a deep breath. Generate the emotion of gratitude, joy, or excitement. Hold that feeling in your body for 30 seconds. If you do this throughout the day, you will keep your brain and body in a state of high energy creation instead of stress and survival. Step 5. Lock it in before sleep, the final programming window. The last 5 minutes before you fall asleep determine how your subconscious will process your reality. Most people fall asleep worried about their problems, thinking about what went wrong, stressed about tomorrow, and then their brain spends the entire night reinforcing those same patterns. But you are going to do something different. Before you fall asleep, recall 3 moments from your day that made you feel good. Visualize the next day going exactly as you want. Repeat an "I am" affirmation in your mind as you drift off. This way, your brain spends the entire night reinforcing your new identity. And when you wake up, you are already programmed for success. Starting is easy. Staying consistent is the real challenge. Because after a few days, the old self, the version of you that lived in stress, doubt, and limitation, is going to fight back. Your subconscious will try to pull you back into old habits. Your environment will test you. Your emotions will fluctuate. And if you don't know how to maintain this transformation, you'll slip back into the past without even realizing it. But today, I'm giving you the exact blueprint to make sure that never happens. Because the goal is not just to change temporarily. The goal is to make this your new way of life. Step 1. Become the guardian of your mind. Your mind is the gateway to your reality. Every thought that enters it is either expanding your future or recreating your past. Most people leave this gateway wide open, allowing negativity, fear, and doubt to infiltrate their minds without resistance. This is why they struggle to change, because every day their thoughts are being influenced by social media negativity, fear-based news cycles, toxic conversations, past memories of failure, and all of that shapes their biology and their future. But not you. Starting today, you become the guardian of your mind. You will protect your consciousness like a sacred temple. How to do it? The mind diet. From this moment forward, you will only feed your mind what strengthens your future self. That means only consuming content that expands your potential. Listen to inspiring speakers every morning. Read books on mindset, neuroscience, and transformation. Follow people who are already living the life you desire. Second, eliminate mental junk food. No more mindless scrolling through negative media. No more engaging in conversations that drain your energy. No more reinforcing limiting beliefs with realistic thinking. Next, surround yourself with people who elevate you. Energy is contagious. If you spend time with people who think small, you will shrink. If you spend time with people who think big, you will expand. Your mind is a garden. Every thought is either a seed for growth or a weed that must be removed. And the more intentional you are about what you allow in, the faster your reality shifts. Step 2. Master emotional resilience. Your emotions are the steering wheel of your future. If you let them get pulled into stress, anger, or self-doubt, you will collapse the wrong version of reality into existence. So the question is, how do you stay in an elevated emotional state, no matter what happens? You must become emotionally resilient. That means you do not let external events control your internal state. You do not react, you respond. You do not let stress override your higher self. Because once you master your emotions, you master reality. Anytime you feel your emotions shifting into negativity, immediately do this. Pause. Do not react. Do not let your mind spiral into old thought patterns. Breathe deeply and slow down your heart rate. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale for 7 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Reframe the situation. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How is this happening for me?" Shift your focus to gratitude. Find one thing to be grateful for in this moment. Gratitude neutralizes stress instantly. Generate the emotion of your future self. If your future self is calm, centered, and powerful, embody that feeling now. Because every time you do this, you're retraining your nervous system to handle life differently. And the more you practice it, the more unshakable you become. Step 3. Live as your future self. Every day. Here's the truth. Your future self is not a distant dream. It is an identity that already exists in the quantum field. And if you want to collapse that version of you into reality, you must start living as that version today. That means walking like your future self, speaking like your future self, making decisions like your future self, feeling emotions like your future self. Every action you take should be a reflection of the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. Because the more you embody your future self now, the faster that reality catches up to you. Every morning, ask yourself these 3 powerful questions. How does my future self think? How does my future self feel? How does my future self act? Then, live your entire day from that energy. Because when you do this consistently, your external reality will have no choice but to shift. Step 4. Track your transformation. Most people quit their transformation because they don't see immediate results. They assume nothing is happening. But change doesn't always happen instantly. It happens gradually. And if you don't track your progress, you will miss the small victories. So here's what you do. Start a transformation journal. Every night, write down one way you shifted your thinking today. One moment when you caught yourself breaking an old pattern. One action you took that aligned with your future self. Because when you look back after 30 days, you will see undeniable proof that you are changing, and that proof builds unstoppable momentum. You've come this far. You now understand truths about your mind, body, and reality that most people will never realize in their lifetimes. You now know that your thoughts create your biology. Your emotions program the quantum field. Your words shape your identity. Your daily actions determine your future. And most importantly, you now know that you are not a victim of life. You are the creator of it. This is where most people hesitate. They learn these principles. They get inspired. But then they ask, what if it doesn't work? And that's when they make the biggest mistake of all. They wait. They wait for proof. They wait for a sign. They wait for their environment to change before they commit fully. But that's not how quantum transformation works. The truth is that your external world will not shift until you shift internally. The moment you fully commit to becoming your future self, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your decision. Because the universe does not give you what you want. It gives you who you are being. So, the final question is, are you ready to take the leap? If you want absolute proof that this works, you must be willing to test it. Not for a lifetime, not for a year, just for 7 days. For 1 week, commit fully to living as your future self. That means every morning, speak the words of the person you are becoming. Every action you take is aligned with your highest potential. Every thought you allow into your mind is shaping your future. Every emotion you generate is elevating your energy field. Every night you reflect and affirm that your transformation is already happening. No doubting, no waiting, no hesitating. Just 7 days of full immersion. Because here's what will happen. You will begin noticing subtle shifts. You will feel different, lighter, more aligned, more in control. Synchronicities will appear, almost like reality is responding to your change. Opportunities will arise that seem too perfectly timed to be coincidence. Your mind and body will start to feel like they belong to the future version of you. This is not magic. This is quantum physics in action. But you will never see these results unless you commit. So, for 7 days, go all in. Then, at the end of the week, ask yourself, do I really want to go back to my old way of thinking? Because by then you won't want to. Because you'll know, deep in your bones, that this works. And when you know that, you will never allow yourself to live small again. There is no future version of you that you need to chase. That version of you already exists, right now in the quantum field. Your job is not to create it. Your job is to align with it. The moment you do, everything you desire, the health, the success, the confidence, the happiness, it will start flowing into your life with ease because you are no longer wishing, you are choosing. And when you choose powerfully, reality bends to meet you. So this is it. This is the moment where you decide, will you step into your future or will you wait? Because the quantum field is already responding. The only thing left to do is to say yes.